For years, many public sector retirees believed they had finally reached a stable chapter in life. Their careers were behind them. Their retirement plans were set. And then, suddenly, tax season brought an unexpected shock. Not because they did something wrong, but because the rules changed after the money arrived. Now, a new bipartisan bill in Congress could change how those Social Security benefits are taxed. And for thousands of retired teachers, firefighters, police officers, and their families, this proposal could mean the difference between financial relief and another painful surprise. Let's slow this down and walk through what's really happening, because this story is more complicated than the headlines suggest. Last year, Congress passed the Social Security Fairness Act. That law corrected long-standing rules that had reduced or eliminated Social Security benefits for many public sector workers. These workers paid into pension systems instead of Social Security while working, and under older rules, that meant their benefits were sharply reduced in retirement. When the Fairness Act took effect, many retirees received restored benefits, including large retroactive lump sum payments. For a lot of people, this felt like long overdue justice. Money they had earned but never fully received finally showed up. But here's where the problem began. Those retroactive payments were counted as taxable income, all at once. Many retirees didn't realize taxes were not automatically withheld. Others didn't have time to make estimated quarterly payments. And when tax season arrived, people who had never owed much or anything suddenly faced large tax bills, penalties, and interest. For widows, low-income seniors, and lifelong public servants, that shock felt unfair and overwhelming. That's what led to the new proposal now being discussed in Congress, the No Tax on Restored Benefits Act. This bill would allow certain retirees to exclude retroactive Social Security benefits from their taxable income, specifically for people whose income stayed below the usual taxation thresholds before the lump sum payments arrived. The goal is simple: prevent people from being pushed into higher tax brackets by a one-time payment they didn't expect or plan for. Supporters argue this isn't a tax giveaway. They say it's a correction. According to lawmakers backing the bill, the original intention was to restore benefits, not to punish people with surprise tax bills because of timing. Organizations representing police officers and other public servants have voiced strong support, pointing out that many retirees were never warned to adjust withholding or prepare for the tax impact. But not everyone agrees. Some financial experts argue that Social Security benefits, restored or not, should still be taxed the same way as any other income. They question where the lost tax revenue would be replaced and warn that carving out new exclusions could add pressure to a system already facing long-term funding challenges. And that concern isn't small. Social Security already faces a projected funding shortfall in the next decade. Critics say that while the relief may feel justified in the short term, every reduction in tax revenue makes the long-term math harder. Others point out that many affected retirees already qualify for existing deductions that soften the blow, meaning the new bill may help mostly higher-income public retirees rather than the lowest-income households. So where does that leave things right now? At this moment, this bill is only a proposal. It has bipartisan interest, but it has not become law. There is no guarantee it will pass, and even if it does, the details could change before final approval. What is clear is this: if you received retroactive Social Security payments, especially in 2025 or 2026, taxes deserve your attention. Withholding choices, estimated payments, and filing strategies matter more than ever. This debate reflects a larger issue many retirees are facing. The rules keep evolving, and changes meant to help can sometimes create new complications. That's why staying informed matters. If Congress moves forward with this bill, it won't happen quietly. There will be guidance, timelines, and official explanations before anything changes. Until then, the smartest move is awareness, not panic. Because when it comes to Social Security, the biggest risk usually isn't the benefit itself. It's the surprise. And knowing what's coming gives you something every retiree deserves: time to prepare.